We're on a mission from God. Hit it.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of Bad Advice. I'm your host, Drew Martz. You're listening to us from the Joint Studios here in Burbank. Let me start off by giving you a little information. The phone number here at the Joint Studios is 888-806-8826 for those people that might be interested in calling. I want to thank our sponsor, LA Speedweed. If you're unfamiliar with LA Speedweed, you can follow them on Twitter at... What is it? LA Speedweed. Makes it easy, doesn't it? That's good stuff.
Did you use them already? Is that what happened?
A little bit. If you're unfamiliar, again, you can call LA Speedweed and they will deliver some great smokables to you. And with any order at all, and every time you order, you get $30 of free edibles. You can reach them at 888-860-8472. So call them, have some fun, get a little high, enjoy our show. If you are new to Bad Advice, what we do here is you can write in, you can text us, you can call in, any question, any subject. And since we're completely untrained and unqualified, we'll help you out with some bad advice. If you want to call in, again, that number, 888-806-8826. Make sure you follow on Twitter at Drew's Bad Advice. You can subscribe free at iTunes. Also like us on Facebook, and you can send your questions there. You guys ready to get started?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let me introduce our guests and special, our regular panels on Bad Advice. Our panelists, Ken August.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
Hi, Speedweed.
I feel like we just did a show together.
No, that's weird, dude.
We also have the lovely Marie DelPrete.
Hi.
Nice to see you. Felicia Michaels.
Hello out there.
Now, Felicia, you just said you had something special coming up.
Oh, I just wanted to say that I am going to be at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy in Minneapolis, August 21st through 25th. Sorry I had to do that, everybody, but you know what I'm saying. At Felicia Michaels, Twitter me.
Such a huge thing.
I know.
And then we have a special guest today. First time. Welcome, buddy.
Yes, thank
Tony
you.
Milazzo is here.
Hi, everybody.
Tony. Give it up.
In the house. Thank you. Bad advice.
That's it.
I can't wait.
It's going to be good. Good time.
You get to give some. You can give me some.
You got questions. We got bad answers.
Yes, we have terrible answers.
Now, in addition to our questions, we also do some stories. These are people I feel needed some advice, but were too stupid or lazy to ask, so we'll get to them. But we're going to start right off with a question this week. The first one comes from Evelyn in Tyler, Texas. Evelyn said, "My boyfriend likes to scare me all the time. I always react really strongly, and that just amuses him. So how do I get him to stop?"
Well, he likes the reaction. You got to change the reaction. Every time he scares you, you got to punch him in the face.
That's a good one.
I believe that's the Marie technique.
Yes, carry
yeah.
your bat. I was just going to say that.
There's 7 things I can do that Marie doesn't respond with punching me in the face.
Kick him in the nuts.
That would be a good one, exactly. It's like,
That'll end it.
Like, oh, it's my knee. It's a reaction. I'm scared.
Now, I know that this is bad advice, but if I can say real quick, kicking someone in the nuts is never a good idea, ever.
Why?
why?
Yeah, if you have nuts, yeah.
I don't understand.
I know. I fully understand.
I'm wearing a cup next time I come to this show.
I would. It's advisable. By the way, what you really do is you stand over his favorite pair of shoes that cost a lot of money as you're screaming and you pee on the shoes, like you lost your.
That's good.
I would pay top dollar for that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's not scaring me away from anything.
Yeah, what if he likes that?
Yeah.
I think my husband would probably like that. And plus he doesn't like any of his shoes. So
Pee on my $4 Ross sneakers?
maybe I should do it to his computer. That would be better. Like pee on the computer.
Evelyn, listen, every time he scares you, you tell him, listen, my reaction to this is to blow your friend.
That's your reaction for everything.
Yeah.
No.
Scream, run away, and then go blow his friend.
Why would she not? I would rather be screamed at than have to suck his friend's whatever.
What happened there?
That's
what
just
happened there?
you.
No, I mean, another person, I have to do that. So now I'm out 2 things. I got scared, and now I have to
I'm sorry. I just think my answer to everything involves oral sex.
Seriously, that's a wide range between blow your friend and kick him in the nuts. Is an enormous range for this guy.
Mark that down. Marie thinks it's a lot of work.
I know.
Well, for a strange penis,
Duly
it
noted.
is. If you have the same penis, you just know how that one works.
You know people that switch penises?
I know a lot of girls.
I
who
got
switch penises.
Don't make us say names.
I know a lot of guys that switch penises too.
I think every penis is a little strange, including my own. But doesn't
But you
make
do-
you
you
like
do-
it any less.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but sometimes you do get in that position where you're just doing the same thing over and over.
Right.
You could do it in your sleep.
I'm okay with that
I could have
too.
called this in.
I don't need to keep you awake. As long as the same thing's getting done, I'm fine with it. Remind me to show up after hours.
Could you imagine? You could do it while you're sleeping. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing when you're sleeping? Talk to your husband.
Yeah.
I'm not a blow up doll.
If you're a sound sleeper, you are.
I'm not. Thank God. Thank God. I wake up for anything.
What about if you were a sleepwalker, but that was the thing you did while you were sleepwalking?
Your sleep blower?
Sleep blower.
sleep blower?
I will propose if you were that.
I would say I would be so married.
I should become a sleep
That's
puncher.
how we get 'em,
like that's
Drew.
how I should get out of like punching. my
Because
husband
you don't
head.
do it enough when you're awake.
No, I can't get away with it as much. That'd be so awesome, wouldn't it?
The man had an actual sound clip of you punching
I
somebody.
know.
ready.
He had that at his fingertips.
I think
How did
so.
he know?
That's how violent you are. He was ready for an audio clip of you punching somebody.
All right. Well, I'm glad we helped. Next question.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
This one comes from Curtis. Curtis says, I made the mistake of reading my wife's diary recently. We've been married 8 years and we have a great relationship. In the diary, she wrote about having recurring dreams where she kills me. There were all kinds of crazy, very descriptive scenarios, all ending with my death. They range from being shot with a bow and arrow to me being fed
it.
to a pool of sharks. She says she loves me and we get along great. But what do I make of this, and should I say something?
Leave in the middle of the night.
I got this.
Get the hell out.
Because I mean, look, it's just what we do.
It's normal.
It's normal. I mean, I do at night.
Yes.
I'm
What?
At
Yes.
night. I'm practicing chalk drawings around
I
his
know.
body. Like it's just the way it is.
It is, and I'm surprised she didn't say, rode off Mulholland while on the BlackBerry. That was my go-to when I was married.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know what we're like, and tell me if you agree with this. It's like the cartoons where they die all the time, but then they pop back up. Like you could blow like a duck's head off, and then it'll pop up again. Like that's how I see my husband when like I'm like angry in my head.
That
like,
makes you a murderer.
no, but in my mind he always pops back up.
Yeah, because
But you do know in reality that won't happen, right?
Oh. Well, I haven't tried it. You know what I mean?
well, the only reason
Good to know. Good to
You'll
know.
only get to try it once.
It didn't work. Damn, pee on his shoes.
But I have to agree with Marie. The only reason I ever thought, oh, maybe he'll drive off Mulholland on a BlackBerry is so that he could pop back up and I could go, I told you so. See, it happened. That's why.
Yeah.
You want him to die so you can say, I told you so.
Well, it's not rational. I'm not saying it's rational.
I know. We're not rational, but we are who we are.
We are who we
All
are.
right, well, Curtis,
Embrace ourselves.
Curtis, I'll give you the final piece of advice. Here's what you do. You definitely get your wife a cowbell because you don't want her sneaking up on you.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
really
not going to get
good
him
advice.
killed.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
bad
here,
advice.
wear this cowbell is not really a great thing to say
I
to a
mean-
woman who's threatening to kill you in a bunch of different ways.
Listen, if she's already making the threat, you might as well know when the threat's approaching.
By the way, I know a way where you could get a woman to wear a cowbell, make that cowbell out of gold.
There you
She
go.
could wear it all over
yeah.
town.
You know what I think? Oh, I'm sorry.
Just go ahead, Tony. What do you got?
No, I said, all right, she'd like that.
I'm
Cowbell
sorry,
out
I
of gold.
interrupted Marina.
So we'll let the cow comment then.
You need to be a little bit more cagey and lay out some like cans by your bedside.
Yes, there you go.
know, like
Yeah,
if she
dishes,
steps on
dishes,
it.
dirty
Yeah.
dishes.
Okay, I
Here.
suppose you could like cover, like if you have hardwood floors, you could cover it with that like popping stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so like you just
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
Cover your
She's
body. Cover your whole body in bubble wrap before you go to bed.
Right. That's what it's called.
If she tries to choke you out, you hear the bubble crack
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
and then
Hey, what's that crack?
Zip ties a bag over
He's
his
trying to
head
strangle me. That's nice.
until she
Wow.
zip ties a bag over his head because he's already wrapped in the freaking shower curtain, basically.
Yeah, do you get the
that's
feeling
a
he's
good
done that
idea.
before?
A little bit. A little bit.
he's scary, Angelo.
Angelo's got a couple of zip ties in his back pocket right now.
Rockstar
Actually, I do.
ninjas over there, man.
He's got a Home Depot card. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, our first story today, this is a fun little one. Omaha police allege that Darrell Moore, age 53, walked into the police headquarters Wednesday to report that he's just witnessed a murder. Rather than elaborate, Moore then pulled his pants down, and as officers pleaded with him to keep his pants on, instead, Moore started masturbating.
I would have loved to hear that
Wow.
conversation. Whoa.
He's turned on by murder.
Wow.
Said, I murdered this thing. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm killing it right now. Look at all this dead babies out of me.
Oh my God, Marie.
That is murder.
I just think that that's what.
Just dead babies all over the sidewalk.
That's a phrase that you boycott right there.
Way to take it to another level. No, I just think, like, you know, you
Come
always
on,
see
you're
those
responsible
reports,
for
it's
some
like,
of that too, Drew. I bet you do dead babies sometime.
You're like, oh, look at that dead baby in the wall.
No, I'm not responsible for dead babies. I may have relocated a few to the occasional sock.
It's in the sock.
Oh, they die quicker in a sock.
Suffocation.
It's nice. It's nice. A sock. Why? Is the thing hanging down that low? You need the sock? Sock? A leg warmer.
Sometimes it just happens while you're walking.
Can't everyone machine guns it into a sock? Everyone does.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the show, Tony.
I just thought you used a lot of starch.
Tony's like, I can't believe I told my mom to listen.
I did too.
Your mom used to do your laundry. I'm pretty sure she knows what happens to your
About
socks.
those dead
How many?
babies.
Yeah, exactly. It's like moms know socks are not supposed to be crunchy.
She's like, what's it screaming?
Is there still a foot in here? Oh, no. Just the sock is solid. That's great.
Her pillow's still crunchy with a hole in it.
Can they ever grow on their own without the egg? Like, do you ever think about that?
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
Like at the edge of your bed. Like, what if a foot just starts growing out?
Into what, like sea monkeys?
My mattress would have
Maybe
a family
that's
of
what sea
70.
monkeys were.
Yes.
Maybe that's what sea monkeys were.
Yes, sea
Yeah.
Well, didn't you guys ever see the South
Those are
Park
sea
one?
spunkies.
South Park did an episode where he had sea monkeys and he jerked off into the tank and they just like grew. Like,
That's how it
That's
works.
very
isn't it?
funny.
Sea spunkies. That's how it works.
they made it that
Sea
way.
spunkies.
Sea spunkies. Good one, Ken.
No, to finish up that story, I just think, you know, with like they always say, if anyone has information, you get a reward. He was probably pissed off. There's no reward. He's like, this is my reward. I help. I get a reward, even if I have to do it myself.
But why beat off in front of cops? Like, that's so dangerous. It's just
That's the dangerous part.
well, I mean, like, you're asking for, like, what's right? He's mental. But he went
He's coming at him with a loaded weapon.
You're quite.
It's coming right at us.
It's coming right up.
Do you think he just walked around with a heart on, and then the cops just accidentally happened to be there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he see the cops and he's like, dang, and then he goes for it. You know
Maybe
what
he
I
was
mean?
just
Police
turned
station.
on by a man in uniform.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They weren't accidentally in the police station. Wasn't that the story?
Oh,
He was-
sorry.
He walked in the police
could've
station.
been
I've
working
seen a
on it.
murder. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Oh, so that means he sat in his car in front of the police station, just like fantasizing, just like, oh yeah. And if one of them's wearing a badge, I'm just going to where's my sock?
I'm gonna blow. Crazy.
Well, we'll go to that. Here's another. You want
All right.
another quick cop story?
Sure.
This one. I love people. An Oklahoma City woman is accused of threatening her neighbor with a knife before announcing she had sex with her cat. Christine Michelle Brown, 23, allegedly brandished a pocket knife at her neighbor, 72-year-old Elmer Morrison, and asked if he wanted to die. Morrison called the cops, and when a responding officer asked Morrison why she was threatening her neighbor, she allegedly replied, because of what he did to me. I had sex with my cat, and everyone knows.
Wow.
She allegedly added that Morrison didn't know she had sex with the cat. She was just mad at him and wants him to die.
It's a good neighborhood.
Wow. I hope they didn't have oral sex because that would hurt.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
That
sand
would-
tongue.
Oh, yeah. That would be terrible.
My cat licks my arm, and I'm just like, get the freak out! Like, it's just,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. Can you imagine that on your juicy parts?
No, no sandpaper.
Yeah.
It doesn't specify, though. Did she have sex with the cat, or did the cat have sex with her?
Yes.
Was one
Yes.
slightly less consensual than the other? No, it doesn't say. She just said she had sex with the
Is
cat.
her tongue just as sandpapery as the cat's?
Probably.
We don't know
They did a
that.
69 lives, I believe. is what they did.
That's a good question. I don't-
Oh, my God. I just had the worst thought on the planet.
Just now? Really?
Tell.
Go ahead.
keep it?
Well, the cat probably likes this fish smell.
I win! You win!
Okay, thank you, everybody. Good night.
She had to go for it.
It's like, Jersey dump.
Purina.
I can't believe that without Vic here, we're worse than
I
him.
know.
Listen, are we filling a spot?
We
somehow?
must be. He must be channeling us right
think
now.
so.
You're saying
Why
is
finicky
no one
cat
saying
seed Christine Michelle Brown.
She didn't start, Brown.
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea what that means.
But it earned a point.
Oh, good point.
I hate to say it, but we actually have a question that's
Okay.
very that's sort of related to this story.
All right.
It's from the cat.
Yeah. I want to remind you, if you want to join this conversation, if you want to be part of this madness, our number here at Joint Studios, 888-806-8826. You also can hear us on Arrow FM and Backyard Radio. Error FM?
Error.
Error FM. I know where we are. I know. I just forget.
Don't forget to give out your personal number.
That's
Crazy.
right. If you want to like text in, you can do that 310-490-8508, or you can Twitter Drew's Bad Advice. People
Drew
like
dick
to
pics
send
now.
in our things. We get texts. Okay. Well, we'll get into that later. But our next question, this one was from Kevin C. in Portland, and Kevin said, I woke up the other morning to what I thought was my girlfriend licking me. It felt great, so I just kept my eyes closed and let it happen. After about 5 minutes, I came to realize she was in the shower and her dog was the one doing the licking. Now, I don't know whether to tell her or not. He says, I feel bad about it, but it happened. So what do I do?
Until you figure out what you do, you buy the damn dog some flowers or something so you don't lose. You want to make sure you don't blow it with at least both of them.
He at least gets a Chewies.
I don't think you want the dog getting chewies.
Yeah, there's suckies. Get the dog a sucky if there's a sucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Pinky.
Give it a milk bone.
I don't think the joke was that the dog was Asian, Marie. I think.
No, a Pinky is a pacifier.
Oh, I thought you were like doing an Asian voice. Like, my
Pinky.
bad.
Oh, the Pinky. No.
What is it? A Shar-Pei?
That's a hard thing to give advice to, because if you say that that's what happened, then every time the dog accidentally licks your penis, she's gonna be like, "What, twice in a lifetime?" You know what I mean? Like, so it's a hard thing to give the advice to.
I would say the guy should not rush into a decision.
yeah,
Like, who's better? Before you make the decision.
yeah.
It took him 5 minutes
I
to realize.
feel like you just let me in to who you are, Drew. You opened up to me.
Drew always has at least one dog in the house. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, he is obsessed with his dogs. He Facebooks about him.
He puts lipstick
Her.
on it. Oh,
Her.
you didn't know that part
Oh,
yet?
it's a her. Oh, sorry. I don't want to mess with your girlfriend.
You can tell by the dress he puts on her.
Did I upset? Are you guys going out later? Where are you guys going for dinner?
We're not going out. We may spoon a little.
Did she cup him?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Tony, what do you have to
Tony,
say
what do
about
you
all this
got?
madness?
Oh my God. I say you don't say anything for months.
Yeah.
And you see what happens.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, why
Let's
would you
see where this thing goes.
Yeah. Why would you ever confront that? Like, I don't know. Like,
What- if
dog's
you're-
not going to let up
Hi,
on
your
it.
dog licked my penis while you were in the shower.
Can I mention the fact that the wife
I didn't
can't be
like
that
it.
good?
Yeah.
The wife can't be that good if it
Girlfriend.
takes you 5 minutes to go. The girlfriend, if it takes you 5 minutes to go, is this my girlfriend or the dog?
Or the
Come
dog
on
is
now.
amazing.
Yeah, you've never seen one of those rubbery things that you put the peanut butter in and give it to your dog when your dog goes to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there, Drew.
The
Careful.
Kong.
Where do you think I've seen it? Yes.
Does this sound familiar, Drew?
Drew calls that his penis.
My dog has a Kong. I've seen her go to town on that. That's really not the same as me.
Do you put a little
She's less
cone?
enthusiastic.
You put a cone
No.
around your penis, is like those ones that they wear. So
I
it
have
looks
to wear
like
the
a
cone of
dog.
shame. No, if I did
Stop
that,
him
I
from
would
licking
indeed
himself?
wear the cone of shame. Yes.
No, so, yeah.
That would be a cute little cone, though. That would be such a cute
Right,
cone.
a penis
wouldn't it?
cone?
A penis cone. I love
A
that
dong kong.
idea. Yeah, that's awesome.
I
Some
give 10 to
ears
1 on
on
it.
it.
Yeah,
And the dog, your dog, what's your dog's name, Drew?
Parker.
Parker comes along. This is like, girl
Oh.
doggy. Oh,
Oh, Dong Kong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lick it.
Dog got Asian again. Marie's dogs are Asian. You are correct.
I don't know why this guy had it happen and suddenly it's all about me and my dog. Now, I would say that, again, like Tony said, don't rush into it. But look, this may be the first step in getting your girlfriend comfortable with the idea of a threesome.
Yeah.
Have we grossed you out yet?
Yeah. But it's that's
Drew, where do you find
completely.
these? I want to know where you found that one.
That's completely.
They write into the Facebook page.
Wow.
Or sometimes they text me during the week. I mean, here's the thing. People will send in the questions, like, on the text. Like, that's why we don't get a lot of callers, because I don't think they necessarily want to be identified.
Yeah, I know.
But they want
Shadows.
answers.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Now, this next one, this is not really an advice question, but we're going to include it. This is from Pablo in L.A. Pablo said, "Hi, everyone. I love the show. I listen every week with my friends, and it totally cracks us up."
You don't sound like a Pablo as you're reading this. by the way, for the
Yeah.
record.
Give it some
I'm
energy,
just saying. I'm just
please.
saying. You're kind of bumming me out. Now I don't know what that is, but
I don't know, Drew.
You hear the mariachi
you better
music?
hold true to yourself there, Drew.
That was very white.
No, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. I love the show. I listen every week with my friends,
dude.
and it totally cracks us up.
You are the most interesting man in the room right now. Drew.
After last week's show, we got really stoned and got into a discussion about which would be better to date. A deaf girl, a blind girl, or a mute girl. We all want to know what you guys think. Thanks for the laughs, Pablo.
Wow.
Now, even though those, I guess, guys were asking,
That's
you ladies, the same question to you. What,
I say the guy should answer first. Give me time to
So
think
we
about
can
it.
make
It'd be better if she was deaf, blind, and mute. That would be. It's one of them, huh?
yeah, why you gotta get greedy?
It's one
You
of
can
them.
have them all, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, we like you.
You want
We'll give
Helen
all, but if
Keller, it's
Let's
fine.
just say you had to choose just one.
you're probably going mute.
Deaf.
I think I'm going mute.
You're going mute.
But that's a no-brainer, I think.
I don't really know how you can even. Where's the question? I mean, if she's deaf, it doesn't matter. I've lived with someone, she didn't listen to me anyway. So being deaf's not going to matter.
Okay.
Mute. Yeah, I mean, I'm not listening to her either, so she might as well shut up. So I'm thinking I'm fine with that.
Plus, if she's mute, no safety word.
No safe word.
Doesn't mean she can't make a sound.
Yeah.
She can still make a
She still has
sound.
a
Mute means
safety
mute.
punch.
You're not putting her on mute.
She can drop the bandana. But
Yeah.
no. Here's the
And you can
thing.
be
I
blind and not
disagree
see.
because if let's say I was with a mute girl, right? That is not going to stop her from constantly like tugging on your shirt sleeve, poking at you,
Humming.
giving you a lot of this. It's like just
Where do you have her tied up where she
texting.
has to grab your shirt for what is
She's
going
just
No,
on?
they're
blowing
following
him.
you. I'm just saying it's like
Just set her free.
She's mute because she's blowing him.
Oh, fair enough.
I think I'd go with deaf because sometimes I talk my way past getting laid. So if she didn't have to hear my shit, I'd still get some.
See, I can't go with deaf
I'd
either,
go
but there's a specific reason.
Don't curse.
Yeah, we're not
Oh,
supposed to curse.
I'm
That's
sorry.
you throw one in there. I'll just beep. So I don't know what that first part was.
I don't know either.
But no,
I'll zap
I can't
him.
do deaf because I used to have a roommate, Deb, and her best friend had a deaf sister, right? And but her favorite song was Rick Springfield, Jesse's Girl, and she would walk around the
How did
house
she know
and
that
she
was
would
her
like,
favorite
I
song?
with that faith God, and like so I cannot ever hear any like that song without hearing that in my head. So deaf girl, no, I couldn't
was
do
too
it. Everything
much.
she would say to me would sound like I wish that I was deaf, God, and I couldn't
Do
do it.
you do a worse impression of a Mexican guy or of a deaf woman singing Rick Springfield?
Imagine,
I'm not
imagine
an
though,
impressionist.
if she's deaf, imagine the dirty talk you can get away with, though. The terrible things you can say, and you don't have to remember her name in bed.
I want her to hear the dirty talk.
Marie, do you have a problem with this conversation at all?
Well, a little bit.
Not if
because
you were mute.
I feel like, I mean, like on the flip side, like, I mean, my husband's, deaf and, mute and and can't really
Chained to a
see
wall.
anything. That's all men. They don't see anything. They don't hear what you say, and they don't talk. So
That's why
it's
they don't
like-
ask us the question. It's always,
I
you
would
know.
ask- no, I'll tell you. Go ahead.
No, because let me tell you, women don't sit around and go, okay, who would you rather do
no.
69 with? A blind guy, a deaf guy,
That's
or
why
a truck driver? Like, that's so rich. You know what I mean? Like, the question is flawed, I tell you.
That's why we plot their deaths in a diary.
That's why
You
we want them
understand?
to go off the hill with their BlackBerry. in
All
their
we,
hand.
These are important philosophical questions.
all we have, Felicia.
I will end it with this. I would go with blind. And the reason is
that
I never
you
have
can
to
get the
worry about
hottest
that
girls.
person suddenly finding me unattractive.
Yeah.
You don't think her hands can see how gross you are? Is that what you're telling me? She's blind. This woman is like a superhero in every other way,
That's
dude.
true. Their other senses are heightened. So.
Yeah,
And you could also hide from her if you didn't want to hang out.
Well, if she touched
could
his
hear
groin
you.
first, she'd probably be like, "Wow."
I feel sorry for any blind girl that would date you, though.
You can take out blind and just go, girl.
Because she wouldn't see your dong coming.
Your Kong. She
Your
wouldn't see that Kong
Your
of
Kong
yours.
dong.
Gong gong.
You are on a roll over there.
What's up with me?
I don't know where you people grab these things.
Maria obviously came from a Chinese restaurant right before she came here. Everybody's got an Asian accent,
Yeah, a little
including
bit.
your dong.
I feel it's more like Japanese today, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me take my shoes off.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. This one says, my boyfriend is the sweetest man on the planet. But
Sorry.
thanks for the sound effect there, Marie. Says, my boyfriend is the sweetest man on the planet, but sometimes I think he's gay. Like, it was his birthday and I made him some cupcakes and he squealed like a little girl when he saw them. It freaks me out. I don't have a problem with gay people. I just don't want my boyfriend to be one. Our sex life is great and he never gets curious about my special hole, if you know what I mean. So I don't get it. Confused in La
Special
Jolla.
hole. Special hole. Which one?
what
That
is-
confuses me. What really is a special
Oh,
hole?
that's the
What do
hole
you-
with the helmet.
I think that's subjective.
Special hole.
Yeah.
The hole that wears the helmet.
Is that like a mentally challenged orifice? What is a special
Special
hole?
hole. My
Get
mouth
a
could be
new-
my special hole.
Yeah, get a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
That would be good advice.
That is good. Yeah.
I'm with Tony. I have a friend that is married to a gay man, and she just will not admit it. And I mean, he gets all excited. Like, he hangs out more with us, and like, there's a lot of hands flapping, and he's very excited. And we talk about show tunes, and he loves sparkles, and he loves, like anything glittery. I'm like, come on.
But
like,
all
yeah.
this-
God, he
But
sounds
Marie,
like me.
there are guys that are like that aren't gay.
Well,
Yeah.
you have to meet this guy. Like, he is totally,
Okay,
like, everybody's
but
like,
all
he's in
this
the
guy
closet.
did was squeal at some cupcakes.
Yeah, but how high was
Maybe
the
he
squeal?
just really likes cupcakes.
Nah,
Yeah,
That's
that is a
weird.
little
Yeah.
gayish, the squealing
Yeah,
over the
I know.
cupcakes. But, I mean, if she said their sex life is great, I
Yeah.
would assume how much he likes vagina over the noise he makes when he gets cupcakes. One's a better tell on how gay he is than the other
that's
one.
true.
If you
true.
squeal at cupcakes and at vagina,
Yeah,
does
you
it
know
balance
what?
out?
If he likes vagina, then he's not gay. Like, if he's enjoying it because
Maybe he just likes to lick things.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
Yeah. The cupcakes represent
everybody's a
penis.
winner.
yeah.
Right.
I think he could be just one of those guys that has some feminine qualities,
If
but
you put the cupcake in the vagina
I
and he
was gonna
goes,
say-
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Then you know this guy's gay as can be.
yeah,
Yeah,
Well, you'd want to put a mini cupcake in your
you got to know the woman.
Again, it's not a purse.
I'd say all you really need is some sprinkles.
That's for everything.
Yeah, sprinkles.
Everything's. All right. Glad we got that one taken care of. Here's one. This is a fun one. It says, a woman found naked with her head wedged in the stair railing in front of a home in Liptek, Russia, said she got stuck while trying to have sex. A neighbor who saw the 46-year-old's unlucky predicament called the police. The woman, whose name has not been released, told cops that she and her boyfriend were trying to, quote, spice things up. That boyfriend apparently didn't stick around to help his lover out of the jam.
Oh my God! Are
He
you
left her
serious?
It's like, you're stuck. It's like, I don't know how you say this in Russia, but sorry, you're on your own.
See you
Oh
later.
my goodness,
Nasvidanya.
that's terrible. I
That's
cannot
terrible.
believe that. He jammed her in to get her head stuck, and then he ran away. Do you understand how terrible that is?
Maybe he went,
How
sorry,
terrible.
I don't have any condoms. I'll be
Did
right
he
back.
even pull her little panties up for her at least? He probably didn't.
No, it said she was
Well,
naked.
Yeah.
Oh, she
he
was
just-
completely naked?
Unbelievable. He should have went and got some oil. Oil works to get you out of these tight
How do you think he
spots.
got her in there in the first place?
But I...
Lube.
What a
He went
dirtbag.
home and immediately told all his friends, "Hey, there's a naked chick stuck in the stairs."
He probably said, "Listen, you're not mute. Don't take care of it yourself."
But was he her boyfriend or was he
It said,
just...
yes, I think when I said the
Boyfriend.
word
Not anymore.
boyfriend,
Not anymore.
Yeah,
You can't
Once again,
pile
time to
drive a
look
girl
for-
into a.
Yeah.
Well,
Time to look for a new
It'd be
boyfriend.
if he was the
We're back
living-
to that.
Yeah, I
It'd be
agree.
funny if he was the live-in boyfriend.
Yeah.
He really didn't go just went up
Not
the stairs.
anymore.
You run away from the scene and just go pack your stuff up.
Yeah, that was a
then
hit and
there.
run,
Yeah.
man.
No, wait,
Yeah.
where is this at an apartment? What was the building?
Yeah, that's the thing. My advice:
You take the elevator?
next place you live, make sure it's a ranch. You know, you're not good with stairs.
Yeah, if they live together, that's tough. Now he has to go in a different. He has to take the back door every time because it's like
He could have taken the back door if she was stuck with her head in the rail. That's a perfect time.
You have,
I'm just-
you have to move at that point, by the way. If you're the woman, no matter what, you're moving.
I think if she's for the woman, I think she should do that stand your ground thing and just go to his house and say he attacked her and shoot him in the.
Couldn't stand. Her head was stuck.
It's true. And
Shoot him
bend
in
over
the
your ground.
penis. Yeah, or do something to his penis. His penis has to get wrecked a little bit. from
What's
leaving it.
going on with the penis?
I
Oh,
just-
she got stuck in the stairway
why
for a
he
little
ran.
while. Leave
Like
the man's
what?
Kadingus
Naked,
alone.
What do you
though,
want to do to his
naked.
penis?
One at a
I don't
time.
know.
One at a time, kids.
I don't know.
Stick it in a fence?
I'm
What?
tr- I'm- yeah, maybe put it in like a garbage disposal or something. Like something.
God, that's sick.
Just a tip.
Can't we?
I feel
Doesn't
that makes
the
it
woman-
much better. Oh my
Doesn't the
God.
woman bear some responsibility?
You know what?
got your head stuck in a
But
stair
he
railing.
left her there.
By the way, I agree
She
with
coulda
you, Drew.
died.
I agree with you because if she was standing there stark naked, like how do you know what I mean? Like when you're doing a guy up in somewhere public, you don't get stark naked.
It
She didn't have any clothes
well,
on at
it
all.
sounds like a setup to me because
Yeah.
why didn't he at least put her clothes back on before he took off? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you're gonna
You
do it
couldn't
in
get
front
her
of
shirt
your
on. It was
apartment building, you're not gonna
funny.
Yeah,
take
you have
all
to
your
get your
clothes
camera
off.
first.
Plus, how was he
People
supposed to
are
get her
nuts.
shirt on?
Yeah, she's stuck on a rail.
But what if she would have died? What if something would have happened and she would have died?
Died of what? Of head caught in
Who knows?
stairs?
People die
Maybe
for
she
strange
has a
things.
big allergy from having her head stuck in
Yeah.
the thing. She's allergic
People are
to that.
allergic to head stuck in the rail.
And
She
maybe-
started swelling and he got the hell out of
Yes,
there.
she could have started swelling. How
That's
about
why he
that?
left. She
But
was
the
getting
rails,
big.
the rails are on the side of her head and her neck. They're not cutting across her throat.
I have a
You
suggestion.
don't know.
They weren't at the beginning.
I think the guy was thinking of her own well-being. She was stuck in the rail, and he's like, listen, you know that diet, you have not been able to do all that effectively?
Oh my God.
Eventually.
diet.
What's going on with you tonight, Drew?
The ego died.
Am I the only one who remembers what this show is? Am I
I thought mine was better.
it? What, shooting the guy in the nads?
Or tip.
Yeah,
just a
but-
tip.
Just
That's not a good answer.
She
for
only
anything.
shot tips.
What is that little Asian thing, the little toy you put your fingers in?
The Chinese
Chinese
finger
finger
trap.
trap.
They should do that with his penis
Yes.
when his finger.
And a rabid Wolverine.
That's so
That's
mean.
an awesome idea.
I think so.
Well, next up we have, I just started seeing a girl and we were fooling around, and when I put my hand inside her shirt, I discovered she had a small patch of hair between her breasts. I didn't want to freak out or anything, so I just kind of let it go. Things didn't go any further that night, but now we're supposed to go out again. I've never seen or felt anything like that before. Is this anything anyone else has ever encountered? What do I do? I like her. Evan in New Jersey.
She must have been Italian.
Or Armenian.
Yeah, it could be.
That's, I mean, like for you to like stick your hand up her shirt and feel a patch of hair. I mean, it reminds me of like when I was younger, me and my friends got drunk.
Please don't make me slide away from you. Please.
No. And we were in school and we went on a class trip and we all got drunk and she fell and she cracked her teeth. Anyway, she passed out on the bed and we took her clothes off just because she was throwing
she
up
had
all over
cracked
everything.
teeth.
Because she was throwing up everywhere. So we were like, let's take her clothes off because it
Obviously,
smells
she
like
needs to be
vomit.
naked. Yeah, yeah.
Well, and also the teachers were going to come and check and we didn't know we couldn't find her teeth, all the stuff.
Was her head stuck in the
In
banister?
the rail? Oh, yeah.
No, but when we took off her I don't know why we took off her underwear. That was
Yeah,
weird.
that's
Are you sure this is
Yeah,
my
it was-
story?
No,
That's
it's my story.
squirrely.
So we took off her underwear, and like there was like this fur growing out of her butt crack, and we both were just like, And then we're like, we should check ours, like, because I don't recall ever
Because
feeling
it might be
this.
contagious.
I mean, it was like it was totally like a little raccoon in there or something. It was definitely like, wow, it was exceptional, and it was black, and I'm just like, well, and so I don't know. I'm like, was it like that? I don't. Like,
Yeah.
Turns out it was a badger. It wasn't even a woman.
By the way, that's a very good point that you bring up, because if she just had a couple of squirrely hairs coming out of her nipples, but guys freak out and they're like, it was a patch of fur when it was just like a couple of squirrely hairs. So, like, if it, I'm very suspicious of that story.
Yeah, me too.
You shouldn't be, and I'll
Okay.
tell you why.
Okay.
When I was growing up, there was a girl. It was my friend's girlfriend, and
God, I hope she's not listening. I hope she's not.
I'm not going to
listening.
name her.
I will. But go ahead.
Oh, no, don't. I feel bad for her already.
But she had a patch of hair, so this is not the first
In
I've
the
heard
middle?
of this. Right in the middle.
Really?
My friend Bill, it was his girlfriend, and I don't know what that sound is.
I don't know.
But now, wait,
Who's
this
got
is
a phone in there?
you're talking like late 70s,
That's where you
80s?
No, it wasn't. Like, I don't
80s.
think-
What are you talking? Like, I mean, was it a side part? What did she have going?
No, it was a little patch of like the small curlies.
That's what the front
Curlies.
Are you sure she wasn't upside down?
No,
What I want
she
to know
wasn't
is if
upside
you
down.
have that, why don't you? Was it me?
Yeah, that's you.
How did I
No,
do-
it's not you at all. I'm kidding.
If you have that, why? And like, you would. I mean, women, we look at our bodies all the time. Like, why wouldn't she just like get rid of that? If she's,
Shave it.
or shave it, or wax, or something.
Maybe everyone in her family has it, and it's just a thing. And
It's
she
just
didn't-
normal?
And she didn't feel
It's just. Can you
It
not get
wasn't
it?
conscious about it.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's that bad. Now, I'm a little weird this way because, like, I find it very relaxing if a woman runs her fingers through my hair. So I can only assume that other people enjoy this, but anything above the waist, I don't want it to be the small curlies. I would like it to be thicker and long and flowing.
Can you not get this woman like $15 gift certificate to Supercuts? Can you not do that?
or pink cheeks waxer. You know.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
That sounds filthy.
I'm sure you guys would find it really like sexual because like they spread your cheeks and they do
That's
all
plenty.
this.
You've done plenty. Thank
and
you.
the Russian
it's already
woman.
sexual. Thank you.
Hot
Oh, when
Russian woman.
they do your butthole.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is this
Yeah.
before or after that you guys all had to check your
do
butthole?
your
because
Check
butthole.
everywhere. They do. Oh, well,
Yeah.
no, we checked it that night.
Yeah.
Like, we checked each other.
Have you ever got your butthole waxed, Marie?
Uh-uh.
You've
I've never been
got-
waxed.
Really?
I've never. No. I've
Next
never,
week on Bad Advice.
You've never been waxed?
Never been waxed.
I wax.
I know. I
you
just.
wax Marie?
I don't know.
No.
I feel funny about some
waxed
chick
poetic.
by my.
I get waxed.
You
Do
get
you really?
waxed?
Oh, yeah. I'm a hairy Italian.
Yeah. Men
Like
do
where
it.
though?
serious?
Men
Like
do
just
it all
chest?
the time.
Or-
Everywhere. You
Men
think
do it all. They
girls...
do their backs. They do their arms. Yeah. Men
Oh,
it
you
all
do?
the
You
time.
get your back waxed?
Yeah, I get my pubes
Really?
done, my balls, everything.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
we should get that number from that lady for Vic.
Oh my
'cause
God.
that is a
he
hairy
says he
dude.
likes it. He
There
wants
is
to
not
look
enough
like it.
wax.
Tick Vic, that is.
Tony, he looks like
your
a
balls?
monkey, like a crazy, like
We
a
love him.
That's,
We
baboon.
how,
love-
that's how I used to look.
Yeah, and you
Really?
did something about it, right? See?
He does something
some
about it. He
action, take some
combs from the
action.
back up over to the top of the head. He's fine with that. He looks
Yeah.
good.
Well, I got more hair on my ass than I do my head. That's for sure.
And they can just transfer.
You should see between his tits.
I mean, here's the thing. I really don't have a problem with the whole like. Well,
that-
maybe I would. I just as long as like they're not the small ones that get caught in your throat because I don't want to like be having a little fun. Like
Yeah.
Hairball.
What?
Yeah.
Hairball.
You're eating her cleavage? What are you? You're
Yeah.
eating the patch of hair? What are you doing?
you don't ignore the whole. You just.
I don't
what
like
do you
hair.
Just go right over it.
What do you mean?
Says the
Like I don't
non-waxed
like. I
girl.
like. When my husband like cleans it all up.
Yeah, no,
down
I'm just
there.
talking like right up in here if it's the woman. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either. Yeah, if
No, I
was-
wouldn't. Like, well,
Yeah.
You split it down the middle. You make it like alfalfa chest. Can you
nice.
do that?
That'd be good.
With the one cowlick in it.
Yeah.
It would
like
look
the parting
butt
of the Red
crack.
Sea.
It would
Yeah.
look like a man's butt crack. It would
Yeah,
look a
that's
little-
true. It would,
yeah,
right?
A little
Yeah.
plumber crack. It
Yeah.
would look like with hair right there.
Yes, that is. You're gonna ruin that one. All right, well, let's just shave it. Might as well shave it now.
Tell her to shave it. That's what I mean. That's good advice, but like I don't think there is a good bad advice for her.
Like,
Hair.
go with the ignorance thing. It's like, did you know that this was there?
Yeah. I don't know what you would do. Like, how would you even go about that? I think that you should,
You could roofie her and shave it.
yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. I would never say that.
Just light a match and go ignore.
Just said it.
But I
Light a
just-
match and say
said
ignore
it
the
for them.
smell.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
a quick little.
Yeah.
Can you next time you slide your hand up there? Can you not have a little piece of duct tape in your hand? Just,
Oh yes, there you
there's
go.
no
There you
surprise
go.
waxing.
Just consider it the world's longest landing strip.
Yes.
Oh, you should get one of those no-nos. Have you seen that? It's a laser
little
hair
pen?
remover. No, they sell it like for $39.95 first installment, whatever. 5 easy payments, whatever. And it's called No, and it's a laser hair remover, and so it's just a flashing light. So maybe he could like be making out with her, and he tells her, "Hey, what's over there?" and just do like a couple of shots. Like,
Yeah. But if she's got
Well,
hair
that's there.
there,
Yeah, she doesn't notice.
imagine where she has hair elsewhere. Like
Oh
if
my
you got
God,
hair
yeah.
there,
It's like-
you got like a, what do they call that when a man
A
has
love
hair?
trail?
A love trail. She
Yeah.
has
Or a happy
no-
trail, whatever it is.
Or how about this? How about he just brings her some Nair and says it's massage oil?
Oh, that could work.
But then, yeah,
Either
and
that or
everyone
just-
burns their eyes out. Good.
Why
That's
is it
really
burning?
bad
Oh, it's supposed to have a
advice.
warming sensation. It's not burning. It's just warming.
ah, yeah, warming.
I say you just listen. Pretend it's role play and you're doing a Wookiee.
That's
Chewie, get us out of here. I'm sure she'd love that.
All right. Well, moving on. This
Can I say one thing?
Yes,
That would
you
be
may.
awesome if you had a patch of hair. If you were that hairy as a chick, that would be funny. Guys might dig that if you could do a Wookiee. Yeah, if you could do a good Wookiee. Yeah. Sorry.
No matter where we come, it'll get stuck in the hair.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Weren't the Wookiee? That's more Chewbacca. What's the Wookiee like?
Ewoks. You're the
Worried
Ewok.
about
Was
cleavage
it
hair,
Ewoks?
but
Those are
mustache is
Ewoks.
okay.
Okay.
I
Oh,
don't get
Wookiee
it.
is Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the
You're such a
little
chick.
Wookiee.
You're such a chick right now.
Yeah, you are.
Chewbacca's the name of the.
You don't know nothing about fake
Oh, I'm
droids.
sorry. I'm stupid.
Thank you.
Because I don't know Star Wars.
You know what? I was
crap.
happy at least that voice wasn't Asian. Nice to know somebody in your repertoire is not Asian.
Today, they're all Asian.
All right, well, next up we have Leslie in Lake Merritt. Leslie said, "My husband and I have a 5-year-old, and our friends have a kid similar in age. Their kid is very poorly behaved and a bad influence on our child. How do we handle that?"
Marie, how do you handle it?
Well, I don't know because my kid's that kid.
The good one or the bad one?
The bad one.
Really?
The bad
Really?
seed. He doesn't mean to be, and I mean,
They never
It's
do.
just the way we
man.
trained him.
no, like he's the first to like run, and so they'll start running or throw stuff, and then they want to like jump off of furniture because he's doing it. So
He's this kid.
he's this kid, man, and I'm just like, I mean, we get involved with him, so we're jumping off the furniture too. So that's
Great
like,
role
group
models.
activity. Well, you know what? I'd rather show him the proper way to do it than
The
him
proper way to
hurt
jump on the
himself.
furniture?
He's gonna do it anyway.
Proper way to be a
So he
bad
doesn't get
kid.
If you're
not
going to
a
play
bad
with
kid.
fire, do it this way.
This is
not
how you rob a
bad.
liquor store.
He's rambunctious.
Does he have a lot of friends?
This is how you burn a house down for the insurance money.
Yeah, he's got a few friends.
By the way,
yeah.
when I was a little girl, I was chasing after my brother, jumping off the furniture, but I had my mom's comb in my hand. It was one of those rat hair where they would rat, with the
Yes.
metal at the end of it, and I stabbed my brother. Yeah, and
Where'd
it
you
like
stab
missed
him?
his right here in the armpit because I fell and I fell forward and it went right here in his armpit and it missed his heart by that much. But my bad advice is because I have a kid that could throw a punch, so whenever a kid at a party was being a jerk, I would say to my kid, "Go take care of that."
I love you like the Godfather with the kids. Like, go take of that
And
situation.
he would take care of it. It was quiet but deadly.
He's 5, but whack him.
That's
I
right.
love it.
See, I just think to help this person, Leslie, look, you do something kid-like. You take them to Chuck E. Cheese and just try and bury the obnoxious one in the ball pit.
Lose to get in the ball pit? That's not bad.
Or the story like Six Flags. People get dropped off roller coasters apparently in Texas.
Oh,
or
yeah.
any Six Flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Remember
so
the-
scary.
I told you about the woman who got her feet cut off. It was in Kentucky. It was on like the Superman like goes up and then drops you down ride.
Yeah.
And like whiplash and cut both her feet off. And so they kind of like floated up in front of her as she was free falling down.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Hey, are those my feet?
Okay, so I guess here on Bad Advice, we're endorsing just cutting off kids' feet now.
No.
All right, that might be bad.
That might be, well,
Not every kid needs a bad friend. It takes the pressure off you, right?
That's so true.
Keep the bad friend. Keep the bad friend. That's my
I mean,
bad advice.
5-year, how old's the kid?
Well, they said similar in age, and they're about 5.
So, I mean, at that age, do the kids, don't they repeat a lot of the things that they...
They do. It's very modeling. It's
So
what's
teach
called.
the kid to say, wow, your mom must suck. Teach the kid to say that.
They will repeat that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I tell you what'll stop poor behavior like that is when you and your kids see it, and you can turn to your kid and you go, see what he's doing, like that. You know what I mean? If you say to your kid, if you ever do that, I'll get mad at you, and you don't give the kid a cue.
Is that before or after you tell the kid to go beat the crap out of another kid?
Oh, I think I'm going to stick with that. Yeah.
Actually, you know what's so funny? That I don't know if this relates to this, but the other day, my kid, we were playing with him, and he said, "Mommy, do you take it in the butt?" He said just like that, right?
Are you serious?
Wait, who said this?
My son. And okay, and we all just were like, "What?" And then he said, "Take it in the butt, take it in the butt." And I'm like, "What's going on?" And then I remembered that the night before we were in bed together.
I was taking it in the butt.
I was snuggling with him, and I said to him, because I said, "Oh, did you do a boom boom?" And he's like, "A noisy boom boom." I was like, "Aw," and I said, "You know where boom booms come from? They come from inside your butt." That's all I said to him. I was like, "Your boom booms come from your butt." So he's just like, "Boom booms come from the butt." So he turned it in. I don't know how his brain.
Hard to
turned it
believe this
into-
kid's 23 years old, by the way.
He turned it into a heart-to-heart he had with his dad.
And you know, it didn't help that we were on the floor dying laughing, because then he said it like 20 more times. And now my husband texted me the other day. He says, "Okay, Wolfie ran up to me with his toy gun and said, 'I banged Daddy, take it in the butt.'" And like he put all this together, and I was like, he's gonna go to school and Mommy and Daddy are gonna get arrested. Okay, because how are we gonna explain this one away? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
It's tough. If there's a reward, I'll turn you in right now.
He's going to stick a pencil up someone's butt.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
frightened.
That's
Right,
cool.
teacher's going to tell him to do something. You take it in the butt.
At least he won't get anyone pregnant.
Angelo.
That's funny. Our friend Danny, back in New York, texted before with
friend?
that story with the woman. He had a little advice. She has areolas.
Oh, yeah. I
Dan,
like
thanks
that.
for listening, bud.
That's a
Love
good
having
one.
you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our
Areolas.
next one.
I'm going to have to steal that.
Tell Dan to call in.
Oh, Dan, if you want to call in, you can call in. We got it like about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. All right, it says, my cousin came to me and told me that he hired a private detective to watch his wife because he thought she was having an affair. What he didn't know was that I was the one having the affair with her. Now I feel bad that he keeps paying this guy. What do I do? Ellison Barstow.
Stop banging your cousin's wife. That's not a bad idea.
Or get a private detective license. Do it full circle.
In-depth investigation.
I'll keep looking.
That's a
See,
bad
a
private
very-
detective.
I think the part
in-depth-
of the story I like is that the guy doesn't feel at all guilty that he's banging this guy's wife. He feels guilty that the guy's spending money unnecessarily.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's a cheater and a control freak at the same time.
Multitasking. That's nice. That's tough. That is tough.
So what do you do?
I think you tell the guy, you know what? I don't trust the private detective you hired. So just to test him, I banged your wife last week. Guy's not doing his job very well. That is what I would do.
It was a test.
That is a test, or I'll just bang his wife and not say anything. Either way, one of those two. As long as I'm getting
Well, he's
laid
been
out of
banging
the
his
deal.
wife, so you might as well say something.
Or just start giving him money for no reason to pay off for the investigation fees.
Yeah.
Start helping him cover the cost because he knows what's happening.
He's probably blackmailing the wife too. Like, I saw you bang this other guy, so we're gonna do it. So I don't tell your husband.
Yeah, can someone blackmail the wife, please? This lady's a whore. Can we not get rid of this lady? Can we deal with her too? Is this not a different question?
I would say in this case, it's. I'll take the Vic approach. Look in the mirror. Maybe it's you.
I'm pretty sure Vic's approach would have been his face in something.
Yeah, he says he hates them and stuff.
You really bring out that
Really
hatred,
weren't.
Drew.
You didn't get into
Vic would
it.
make love to this woman with his face.
With his face.
Yeah. By the way, if you're having an affair with is it his cousin's wife?
Yeah.
You have no empathy. Like, you're broken. Like, you don't feel bad about, what do they call it? A sociopath. You don't feel bad for people. If you're doing that, you don't feel bad.
Yeah.
So
that's
why
true.
would he
But
feel, bad
the
about
guy's
the money?
spending
Yeah,
money?
yeah.
But what
that's
if his
just
what if
He's
his cousin is a
thrifty.
real asshole though?
That's hey, tell yourself not to curse. By the way, remember that. So
Is that myself on that?
He might just be thrifty.
so nice. So, you want to throw the Jewish joke in here, or do you want me to do it, or do you want to wait till Vic calls in?
Vic's not
angry?
here. He's
Here's
not
the
here.
thing.
He's not here.
What was the guy's name? Ellison Barstow?
Ellis Goldstein?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
Wow.
tough. I mean,
And-
that's a tough conversation later. I remember feeling bad about you spending that money when I was banging your wife. It's a tough conversation to have. It's going to be a good.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good family
He
reunion.
could just tell him, it's like, listen, I banged your wife. Don't spend the money. It's not worth it. She's not that good.
I like
should
that.
be
That
good.
would make him feel better.
Only if this is the same lady with the patch of hair on her chest.
Oh,
Does
that's
this story
what
work
this is
out?
about. I thought the private investigator was having sex with her.
And once again, Marie's paying good attention right here.
What time is it? Marie should be here in like 10 minutes.
I don't know. Maybe I was making a grocery list or something while that was happening.
She's like, wait, who's sleeping with the dog? I don't understand what's happening.
I was totally confused.
Dan said, he's just generating some relative humidity.
Oh. He gave me a groaner. The guy texted in a groaner.
All right, next one. This is from Sammy. Sammy said, my friend and his wife came to a barbecue at my house this last weekend. His wife is a beautiful, nice person, but very quiet and shy. She barely spoke to anyone. I know she's just really shy, but all my other friends are very open and talkative, and they just thought she was kind of a bitch. Now we're all supposed to go camping next month. Do I ask him not to bring her? Sammy.
You can't do that realistically.
Yeah, well, you can't say you're not going to bring the bitch, are you?
My husband
If you
and
want
I
it that way, you probably can get away with it.
Well, Marie, you're not quiet, but you might be the bitch. So
I'm not
how
quiet. No. People usually like me, except for you.
love you?
Don't you have a one bitch minimum? You need at least one bitch on the
Yeah,
trip,
we did.
right?
There is a one bitch minimum. But I remember my friend. One of our friends, it's a really friend of my husband's. But
I love how many times friend has entered into this.
Sorry. But he always dates these weird women, and whenever we have a dinner party or a holiday party, he brings her or one of them because they're all weird, and usually they are so quiet that it disturbs the other guests. And it's aggressive, I think. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, okay, you're shy, but you're aggressive with your shyness because you shouldn't come out of the house. If you can't communicate in a party setting and talk to people, then you should not dump it on me is how I feel.
I don't know what aggressive shyness is.
She's so
Wow.
quiet. Like this one girl in particular, she was
She
so
just stares
quiet.
at you?
She stares and people are cracking jokes. She doesn't even have a sense of humor.
So she should stay home forever.
She should just stay home. She shouldn't come to my house because
Yeah,
we're all
don't come out.
laughing. And when somebody's just sitting there like this, it's just like, oh my God, you're making me so
Did
uncomfortable.
you stand up and scream, you are aggressive with your shyness?
No, I was trying to make her laugh.
Say something.
Oh my God, it was like my mission. I got a little crack of smiling out of her, but I was just like, oh my God. I was like, you're really making me work hard. I usually get paid for this. Shit. I'm like, seriously?
So somebody has to tell her then. If you're not going to be fun, you
Well, I
can't come out
told my
anymore.
husband, I
That's
said,
it.
you should tell your friend that she's not fun. Like seriously.
You don't think he
wake her up.
knows?
Yeah. She's
I
got to be
don't know.
crazy in bed if she's not fun
That's
anywhere
what I'm
else.
saying. I said
probably
she's
a
pretty
screamer.
and she better be good. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really invite
You
them
can't
over
tell a
much.
guy-
You guys
can't-
like when girls scream?
Depends what they're screaming. If they're screaming at me, no.
No, I mean
not if it's
during
for
sex.
help.
No, but
That just makes us more excited.
You can't tell a guy, don't bring. Is it his wife or his
yeah,
girlfriend?
you can't
It says
say
it's
that
his
to a
wife.
guy.
You
Yeah.
can't tell a guy, don't bring your wife. You can go the other way. You could say, look, hey, I'm looking forward to the camping trip. Just so you know in advance, everybody that's going, including myself, wants to bang your wife.
I could say,
Bring her. You can try that and see how that
no,
works.
you tell
Reverse
him
psychology.
it's a swingers party.
Nice.
Maybe
Oh,
she'll
yes,
loosen up
yes.
if she's,
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that way it works. That is a win-win because then, if
tent
she
topping.
says no, she's not going, and if she says yes, she's going to be slightly less quiet.
Yeah.
He's getting some
Or
wood in
I
the
just
woods.
tell him a different, say, oh God, it's got canceled, and then just go without him.
Just cut the
I like
friend
that
off.
one.
What people do to me on the weekends. That's nice.
No, what you say is that we're going to play charades the whole time.
Is that why Vic's not here today?
Oh, no, we love Vic. All right, here we go. I'm dating a new fellow whom I'm starting to really like, but the problem is he's always advising me on stuff. It runs a gamut from my perfume is too patchouli smelling to the kind of shoes and outfits he prefers on women. Recently, we went to dinner and I wore jeans, and I think it upset him that I didn't dress up enough for him. Don't even get me started on the fact that he rags on how I trim up my vajayjay. Thoughts? Patsy and Marina Del Rey.
My thought is I love the word vajayjay.
I know her.
I don't, dude. I don't understand. But she puts so much perfume on and she dresses up. What's the point?
What is patchouli?
Patchouli? I don't know. Did you say
Do
patchouli?
you need some nap
I
time.
don't need medication. I'm fine.
No, I think she's. If I read this right, she's just complaining that he like.
Bosses
Tries-
her around.
yeah, he's like
I've been
trying-
with guys like that. I don't like that. I get aggressive when a guy's like that. Like this guy that I'm kind of seeing.
Kinda seeing? What does that
No,
mean?
he's my boyfriend. I'm gonna say he's my boyfriend. Yay! But he said to me a couple times the first time we went away together, like, "Yeah, that lotion is too strong. You shouldn't wear that lotion." And I was literally like, "Well, you're gonna have to embrace it because I ain't changing. You have to be that way." Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you know, this is going to surprise you guys, but I actually there's
I'm
something.
surprised you're actually responding to the question.
My husband does not like this one cologne that I have because it smells like frankincense. It's very like earthy, and I like musky smells. And he's just like, it smells like funeral, it smells like death. Like I really prefer you not to wear it. But I love it. I'm like, it just makes me feel like so peaceful. And he's just like, well, that's a little strange. And
yeah, like
really
you're
is.
dead.
And she likes to lay there with her hands folded over her chest.
They
She
share
doesn't
a
come out
coffin.
there in the sun.
It just smells like church, a Catholic church, like when they do the thing of like floating. Yeah. It
Death on a
smells like
Sunday morning.
incense. It smells like incense. It's called incense. So I can't wear it, and I
You
don't.
sure it's not called incensed?
I make him incensed. So I choose not to wear it because he doesn't like it. Because I understand. Because I absolutely hate smelling a smell on somebody that just like drives me nuts.
Yeah,
like overly powerful. I hate cologne and perfume on women. Like I feel accosted at the Americana because it's like all those women. It's like a bomb. They just dropped a bomb on me with their stinky perfume.
She got all riled up. Did she
I
not?
swear, you get trapped in the elevator with them, and now you have it on you. It's in my mouth.
It gets in your mouth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that's like the
vile.
Yankee Candle store. The Yankee
Can't- I
Candle
go-
store.
no.
Like when I have to walk by the Yankee Candle store, I'm all like,
I know.
"Bear it, children, bear it!"
know,
like
like a
I'm
vampire
walking
with
into
a
a gale. Yeah.
That's how
Here's
I'm
the
Sephora
thing,
too.
though.
I
Is
hate
he
it.
being bossy or just like
That I don't think is
you
bossy.
want it? But I'm saying like, don't you ladies want a guy to tell you what he likes?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like when I went away, he said that, and then he said something else he didn't like. Oh, like don't put so much makeup on. Hey, you know what?
It's
I
you.
don't like that.
Bite it, my friend. Yeah,
eat it.
In the same time, and so, but
Bite it and eat it
when
isn't
that
gonna calm the guy down.
happens, no, but when that happens, you have to let a fella know that ain't gonna play here, Joe. I mean, if it's one thing, okay, like that. If he was pleading like that, just reminds
Look,
me
you
of this.
smell like death. Stop
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
that's-
that's
Yeah, it's a
but
little
when
different.
it's more than
Yeah.
one thing, then it's like, look, dude, you like the package the way it came.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's happened to my girlfriend Louisa. Her boyfriend, he liked that she had these huge breasts, and when he met her, she was like low cut tops, and he liked it, And then as soon as he started dating her and he wanted to like marry her, he would say like, "You have to wear a turtleneck. Like I don't like it. It's vulgar."
Turtleneck.
It's like,
Are you
what?
serious?
Yes.
Whoever tells someone to wear a turtleneck?
Do you know what happened? She wound up banging all the guys in Brooklyn because she was so like,
She sounds like a wonderful person.
No, she is a wonderful
She
person.
never got her
She
head
made
stuck somewhere,
Brooklyn a
did
fun
she?
place to live.
She was so repressed by this person. He would just put so many like restrictions on her to be this perfect like virginous, and
I would
she-
just like to
Wow.
tell
She slept
Patsy
with everyone.
Invasion in Rain's I don't like her just because she used the word vajayjay.
That's why I like
I
it.
don't know if I like the word for JJ.
Kidding me? It sounds like the guy from Good Times. I love
know.
Vajayjay. It is awesome.
Buddy.
Vajayjay, that is fantastic.
Trim
should
up
work
your
that in-
vajayjay. I don't
Work
even
that
know what.
into every story, dude.
Okay, here we got time for one more real quick one. It says, my boss keeps making passes at me. The thing is that I'm actually attracted to him. But if my colleagues ever found out at work that I even felt this way, they would hold it against me. I think he's the cat's meow and sometimes touch myself when he's leaning over my shoulder when I'm on the computer. Once he even rubbed up against me with an erection. I lean back against it. He never talks to me about anything other than work. But what do I do?
I think you should just enjoy that lean. Get yourself a recliner, a chair that bounces back.
Just have it lean over your shoulder.
You
and-
should say every time you have a question with a report, like, "Boss, come and help me."
I want to give her
Then
a
he
raise.
comes
so badly
over
right now.
and you lift your skirt and you pull down your panties and you take your index finger and you tappity tap 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 tap.
Shh,
And
don't interrupt her, please.
That's what you do.
This office has so much more whiteout than you think. Like,
I am blushing from that.
I hope someone kills a baby out there.
Kill those babies.
Drew, can I borrow one of your socks?
too late.
Thanks a lot, Felicia. He's behind me. But
We're going to have to wrap it up. So I want to thank everybody. I want to remind everyone, August 8th, we're having another great show at the Lovitz Club. Make sure you go to the Bad Advice Facebook page, and we can sign you up for some free tickets.
Yes,
I want to
next
thank
Wednesday.
Felicia Michaels, Ken August, Marie DelPrete,
Tony
Milazzo. Marie, one more time. What's the thing you got coming?
August 21st through 25th, I will be at Rick Bronson's House of Comedy in Minneapolis.
All right.
And next Wednesday, we're trying my podcast at 6 p.m. Marie DelPrete's Happy Hour right here at the Joint Studios.
That's everybody tune in. We're all looking forward to it.
Please, thank you.
Thanks, everybody. I've been Drew. You're listening to Bad Advice. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yay.
Yay.